koso ya Atebubuman wose ya pema koyanim ena emema edi nkan no na de etie ne se enedai eya mamre da sronko ewo Atebubuman mu ahemfo eni mpanimfo efri Ghana eni Canada fo ma eni North America fo ma na atwahie ha no mu eni gisem nie openi yi jojo se nyame adomo a eneni di besesa yede ni sia konwa so se Atebubu Canada hene na eni gisem ni se ohemfo ankasa ya woye Atebubuman hene nana yebo esiama ohemfo yebo esiama wono ankasa ni dom efri Ghana abeka dwumadie ho ama enya sempoma ema nso na edi achi a atwi momome no eya ni gisem amamre na eda na die no ena eya ni jida ena ya amamre da nananum eni mpanimfo efri Atebubu wase pemko eni ena ohempon ya bo esiama wono ankasa atutu ntumamu aba Canada hanmo akofuna enedi nkan no amamre aba Canada ene ewo Chatham-Kent hanmo ena sa amamre eda na die emema nso enedi nkan no.
In the Borno East region, we have one of the kings or the chiefs, sub-chiefs, that also helps, the cabinet or helps decision-making to help develop Atebubu municipal area. He is in our midst. He flew all the way from Ghana. Let's give a round of applause. For the love of our brother, our father, Nana Osei, whom you know to be George Osei. For the love of this program, he flew and he is in Canada, so he has to join this program. You see some of our traditions and our customs, our practices. Did you see how he greeted the great king? Yes. That is superiority or the supremacy. He is also showing that the great king is sitting on his throne. So he has to bow. He has to bow before he greets. These are certain practices that you're going to see more. You're going to see some of the traditions. I know it might baffle your mind a little bit, but we understand and we'll try to explain as much as we can. So he is in the person of, we call, he is in the person of Nana Amponsa. Let's give him a round of applause. Yes. Jobs that he has employed, thousands of people are helping in the municipality. We can do it better. Let's give him another round of applause. Nana Yamawakwaba, welcome. Nana, welcome. Nana.
Great things of Atebubu culture already. I look forward to the rest of today's celebration, experiencing more of Atebubu culture and meeting many more of you in the room. For those of you who are visiting us from out of town, we hope you are able to explore more of Chatham-Kent during our time here, and that you are experiencing the warmth and friendliness of our community is known for. Thank you for allowing me to share a welcome today, and congratulations to George. Again, Chatham-Kent is honored to be home to the new ambassadorial chief of Atebubu in Canada. Woo. And I would like to acknowledge some counselors and our CAO, if you want to stand up. give a quick wave. We have two councillors and our CAO, Michael Dubin. They couldn't wait to attend this as well. I know that I'm sure Michael, you'll get to know Michael a little bit better as well later in the night. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. On another note, want to introduce, let you know where the washrooms are at the back. You see the green sign.
Those executive that spearhead all these activities also going on. So, Mayor, I'll plead with you if you are able to help us with that, to know the titles, the names, so that when I see you in Chicago, I know, yeah, this is the chief executive of that and that and that. But I know Mayor. I know Mayor. If I need anything in Canada, I know who to call.
Maybe what I'm going to do, I'm going to let them introduce themselves. So I'm going to start with Michael over here.
Akwaba. So I'm Michael Dubin. I met a lot of you yesterday. A lot of you were surprised to hear that I'm a son of Anamabo. So I know quite a lot about Ghana. I've got my lovely wife, Afua, here. And her real name's Shelley, but when we're in Ghana, we're referred to as Kojo and Afua. So it's great to be here. Nana, pleasure to meet you again. And George and Betty, we're just so excited that that we're able to do this and that you're here in Chatham-Kent. I think this is great for our community to see the cultural richness that's in this room. And we get to keep George on our side when some of you go home, and so we're really happy to have George and Betty here. I'll turn it over to one of our councillors to introduce himself.
Hi, I'm Councillor Brock McGregor. I'm a councillor here in Ward 6 in Chatham. It was a great pleasure to get to meet so many of you last night, and a big congratulations to George. This is a phenomenal event to have here in Chatham-Kent, and we're very proud of you. Thank you.
I'm Morena McDonald, new councillor for Ward 3. Thank you so much for having us. We're really happy to be here. Your culture is so vibrant. It's amazing to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Oh, why am I a fedodo? Neko, neba. Titi obika. Titi obichire. Ah, say ya. Ah. Tia, amamre ani amani ani ayachire mono. Sa, ani. Yen tradition. Amamre, yen timi tunchiri de biarada. Yes. Sa. Yeah. What that come. Yes. Oh. Yes. Yeah, that's it. What he was doing.
To explain it, right? Maybe later.
Yes.
Okay, so we are gathered here this afternoon, and the great occasion is in favor of my own brother, Nana Osei Boache Yedom. The city of Kent and Chatham-Kent know so much about Nana already. Yesterday when we met, we know what happened, and we knew that there was a great occasion happening today. The main purpose today is for Nana, my chief, Nana Unkwaso, to introduce Nana Osei Yedom to the people of Chatham and Kent as his ambassadorial chief for Canada, the whole great country, Canada. All the necessary arrangements, all the ceremonies, all the little things that we needed to do, which are detailed, has been already performed culturally. And today is just an introduction so that officially Chatham-Kent County will know that we have an ambassadorial chief for the whole of Canada who lives in them, in their midst. And we are pleased to do that today. Thank you.
The people of Atebubu, to you all. The mayor of Chatham-Kent, Nana Amponsaten Kakabo, Anyinofihene Ghana, Confessor, the chief of the Gombes in Kentucky, special invited guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted to see this day on which the very first International Cultural Convocation of Atebubuman is being held. We have again shown what can be done through determination and collaboration. Our gathering here today is to showcase our rich cultural heritage, engage in discourse that have developmental consequences, and introduce to you the ambassadorial chief of Atebubu in Canada. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Mr. George Osei as the ambassadorial chief of Atebubu in Canada.
Woo! Let's give him a round of applause. He deserves it, yes. Yes.
His true name shall be Nana Osei Boachi Yadom, Atebubuhene, Canada.
Okay.
Nana Osei Boachi Yadom was duly presented to the Atebu Traditional Council and was confirmed as a candidate in good standing for this high position in the land of Canada. I am confident that he will act as a unifier and a champion of development in Atebubu while fostering mutual beneficial undertakings between Atebubu and Canada, starting right here in Chatham-Kent. The ambassadorial chief position served directly under me, the paramount chief of Atebubu, and he is required to discharge the following responsibility. First, he is to represent the paramount chief of Atebubu at programs in Canada, as shall be expressly communicated to him from the office of Atebubuman. Second, he will lead appropriate social support for native of Atebubu resident in Canada, whilst encouraging responsible discharge of their civic duties in Canada. Third, he will ensure that native of Atebubu resident in Canada are duly informed of varied affairs in Atebubu. Four, he will lead the mobilization of support from native of Atebubu resident in Canada towards the development of our dear town, Atebubu. 5, he shall oversee all protocol arrangement towards the paramount chief of Atebubu and his entourage to Canada, as shall expressly communicated. 6, he will hear, manage, and communicate as appropriate the concerns and suggestions of Atebubu native residents in Canada on the development of Atebubu. And 7, he will lead the planning and organization of regularized traditional events that showcase the rich culture and traditions of Atebubu in culture. My dear citizens of Atebubu, this role is a new creation in the history of our beloved town. It is part of my vision to pursue development through an inclusive, participatory approach. I urge you all to rally behind Nana Osei Boakye to serve well in his position. My heartfelt thanks go to Mayor Darrin Canniff and all the council members for the gracious support provided to us in the preparation for travel for this event. Through the brief but significant engagement with Mayor and his office over the past few months leading up to this event, I can say that they embody a spirit that indeed cultivates growth from the shore to shore through cross-border engagement. I look forward to better engagement that will strengthen our relationship between the two communities. I thank you all, our distinguished invited guests, for joining this celebration. I trust that in your own ways, you will be ambassadors for the villages, towns, cities, and the countries from which you came, while you also faithfully serve the interests of Canada, the land in which you presently dwell. Special thanks to Dr. Ken Bonfet, the Chief of Staff of the Office of Atebubuhene, and Betty Osei, Nanayere, and our new fund project manager, whose efforts have made this program possible. Atebubuman Adishie, let us continue to work together for the forward movement of Atebubu. Atebubuman, Pimko Wanim. Thank you.
From the Atebubu Traditional Council to represent and over here to represent the great king, His Royal Majesty Ahimpong Yabua Asiama. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thirdly, lead to continue success in our endeavors. Thank you for being an integral part of the commencement of this new journey. From today along, this new journey, your contributions will make a difference every day. I am honored to lead such an exceptional group of individuals here to serve Nana Osei Boakye Yadom. Nana Piao.
Thank you. For the grave, you can show one more time love to Nana